Jerry made a trade. Howie made a better one. Jimmy doesn't like none of the shit. It's AM MaYhEm. So, Cowboy Revolution Apparel, you can get yourself some discounts. Promo code TSWA, 15% off. Go get it. Go buy it now. W Energy, I'm full of it. You need to get full of it. Jerry needs to get full of it because he's full of something. 10% off of that good-ish with promo code TSWA. It's AM MaYhEm, and I'm Jimmy J's hair.
Before I even open X and try to send a text, gotta get it on my chest before I lose my mind. It's alright. If the D can't get a stop, the O line just can't block, and it feels like it's a waste of your time. Trying hard just to care, wanna pull out your hair. Hang with Jimmy Wednesday morning, it'll be alright. It's alright.
Stop it. You might say, Jimmy, what's up with the hair? What's up with the string around your face? What's up with the headphones? What's going on this morning? And to that, I would say, that's what you're concerned about? You're concerned about my hair? You're concerned about my face? You need to be concerned about Jerry the Jester Jones, and we will talk right about it. We're going to get into Jimmy's top 5 to start the show. Jimmy's top 5, then some jabs, then some jewels. I'll show you both my jewels. Run this top 5 again.
They don't want to do that tonight
against the Arizona Cardinals. Look at this top 5 play. Sack on 4th and goal. Lovely. No points. Hate to see it. This is so good. You need 3rd and 10. Don't worry. We'll get a flag that guarantees you get another play just in case you didn't get that easy 50 gave you. Here's another one. I love it. 3rd and 14. How much do you need? Oh, look, the pressure was there. Rewind that one, Coach. This one hurts me so bad. Yeah, the pressure gets there. How is Marvin Harrison this wide open on a 3rd and 14? No one's within 4 yards of him on 3rd and 14. With pressure in Jacoby Brissett's face. I can't do it anymore. Oh, look at that elite man corner. Oh, let's go. Oh, you don't even have to rewind it, Coach. But they're going to show it again, trust me. Look at this elite man cornerback right here. Look at this. It's not even a great move. Show it to him one more time, Coach. Marvin Harrison doesn't even do anything but a left foot plant and cut right. It's just a simple slant. Whoop.
I mean, that's as good a release as
Look, a cornerback on the ground with Kenneth Murray Jr. turned around watching somebody catch a touchdown. Typical Dallas Cowboys defense this year. Number 1. I got a twofer for you. 2nd and 19. Again, Trey McBride finds himself 3 yards separated from anybody for the 20 yards they needed. This is going to kill us all. Javonte, what's that extra fight for? You just got hit 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage and other people are coming. Watch him bounce around on this leg. They're going to show it again. Watch him like trying to get out of this leg tackle as if he's going to go anywhere with it afterwards. Ball security is job security, like Brandon Marshall said, yours and mine. When you lose the ball, you lose games. And when people in the NFL lose games, people lose jobs. Ball security is job security. What's he even still trying to shake away from that leg tackle for? Go down with both hands around the ball, keep the ball, you get 3 points. Now let's take a look at this. NFL messed up. Look at number 27. That's 2 feet out of bounds. He's the first one on the ball. That shouldn't have even been a legal fumble recovery. This is not the NBA. You don't get to as long as he established himself back in bounds. No, bull crap. That man went out of bounds in the NFL. You ain't allowed to be the first one to touch the ball. No matter how long you were back in bounds. Do not care. That fumble recovery should have never been an actual fumble recovery. Nonetheless, Javonte Williams has to hold on to the ball. Now let's get serious. Okay. I'm going to take some shots at somebody. Let's run these Jimmy jabs. Pow! Right in the kisser. Right in Jerry Jones' kisser, in his breather, in his seer, in his looker, in his thinker. 4 or 5 piece on Jerry Jones. Here's why. We made a trade. Don't worry about Cowboys Nation. I'm going to tell you tomorrow. Then everybody's like, oh, really? It's Logan Wilson? And then later on about 3 in the afternoon, oh, it's Quinnen Williams. That's very good. Listen, Jimmy actually likes the player Quinnen Williams. I think in the future, as long as we get him paid long term, keep him around for not just the 2.5 years, but go ahead and get him extended again. Quinnen Williams is that guy. We'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But Sauce Gardner, 2 first-round picks, and a receiver. I'd have gave 2 first-round picks in Jalen Tolbert for Sauce Gardner. You gave a first-round pick and a second-round pick for Quinnen Williams and a MaYhEm Smith. Now, I wish I had something like, if Jimmy just told it to you in this way, 2 firsts and a B-plus player for Micah Parsons, a first and a second, and a C-plus player for Quinnen Williams. Then all of a sudden it sounds like, that Micah Parsons got the way better value. Now let me rephrase it in a different way. The Jets got potentially, and the end of the season will tell this, but the Jets got pick 41 in this year's draft and probably pick 27 in next year's draft. Right? That's what the Jets got. They got probably the 41st in this draft and the 28th in next draft. You know what the Colts paid for Sauce Gardner? The way they're playing, probably picks 27 and 27. So you tell me 28 and 41, 27 and 27. Now when you just don't look at it as first round, second round, now you just look at it as within 2 players within the top 45 players and within about 15, 20 players from each other, all of a sudden that's not a big difference. It can be if you draft the right person, but you all know just as well as I do, the last guy drafted in the first can be 3 times crappier than the first guy drafted in the second round. It doesn't matter. When you're 10 players apart in the NFL draft, it can become a wash. If you're not a top 15 player, it's top 15 and everybody else. And so by the time we get to the end of this, I think what the Colts paid for Sauce Gardner is going to be really equivalent to what we paid for Quinnen Williams. And Jimmy is here to tell you that Sauce Gardner would have made a way better, bigger difference on this team than Quinnen Williams. Maybe we didn't want to give 2 firsts. Maybe we like Jalen Tolbert. But now think about this. What if MaYhEm Smith actually develops into a B- defensive tackle in a year or 2? Then you go back and look at the trade, and it's going to feel real even what you gave for Quinnen Williams to what you got for Micah Parsons. It's a lot closer than what it seems like right now. It just is. I'm going to tell you. Now, cap-wise is where we won. Quinnen Williams costs half the money Micah Parsons does. You get to pay guys like George Pickens, Tyler Smith, so on and so forth, right? So the money's good. I would have rather had the other player. Jerry did make some moves. I didn't necessarily love them, so I had to throw a few jabs. I do like Quinnen Williams. I think there were better moves to be made. I think there were better players to be had. And I think for the value we spent on Quinnen Williams, we could have had somebody like a Sauce Gardner who has allowed 10 receptions on the entire season. 10 receptions in 9 weeks. That's about a catch a game. Sauce Gardner affects every single football play in a big way. Quinnen Williams affects some football plays in a big way. There's just a difference, and for the value we gave, I would have went the other way. I would have tried the other player. Maybe he wasn't there for us. I don't know. But if Quinnen Williams was there for us, I don't know why Sauce Gardner wouldn't have been. You see what I'm saying? I think we grabbed the wrong guy. Did we grab a good guy? Yes, but I think we grabbed the wrong one, so Jerry had to take a jab. Also, you got Jalen Phillips out there for a third. I didn't give a second for him. Howie Roseman got him for a third. Jerry pays 7th-round pick for Logan Wilson, who found himself on the bottom of a starting NFL roster and then traded away for the least value you can give a team for a player. If there was an 8th-round pick to be had, Cincy would have took it. They would have took a 10th-round pick, but there's only 7. They took the least value you can give a team for that guy, Logan Wilson. 135 tackles, 122 tackles, 118 tackles. I get it. But this is coming off a season-ending knee injury last year and found himself at the bottom of a football roster and traded away for the least value you can get traded for. Take that, do with that what you will. I'm just giving you the info. Now, after I beat up Jerry for a minute and I talked a lot of crap, I will show you my jewels. Let me show you my jewels. Quinnen Williams is a big old jewel. He is a big old dog. He is going to be good on this team. He looks good in Jimmy's jewels. The mouthpiece looks great on him. I like it. We got traders and tradees, right? Yesterday, we did. We had some traders and we had some people get traded. Quinnen Williams was one of those guys. While I would have rather had Sauce Gardner, I absolutely am not unhappy we have Quinnen Williams on this team. Run stuffer, pass rusher, tackler. He does not get a hand on you and you go further. That is one thing I can say about this man. If he puts a couple fingers on you, you get tackled where he touches you. And that's just what that is. Go check out some of the film on Logan Wilson and Quinnen Williams, and you'll anyway, we won with Quinnen Williams. If Logan Wilson can come off that injury and get better a year from now, we'll have won there for a 7th-round pick. But that's a long future to talk about. We'll see. We got a bye week to look at. Obviously, Logan and Quinnen are going to get ready through the bye week. It's going to be good, right? We're going to see them both on the field against Oakland. But you're going to see a jewel. You're going to see a dog in Quinnen Williams. Now, Jimmy was originally upset. We only got him through the 26th season. No, it's through the 27th season. So it's the rest of this year and 2 more years before you got to think about paying him. Now, he might be the kind of player that wants to get his money before he plays his last year. He's probably the kind of player that's going to want to be the highest paid DT in the world. But even that isn't going to cost you, it's going to cost you 15 to 18 million less a year than what a Micah would have for a lot of impact. So loving the Quinnen Williams trade. I would have rather had Sauce Gardner, but I'm glad he's here. He's one of Jimmy's jewels. Howie Roseman somehow continues to be the king of the game of trades, right? Not the Game of Thrones here, but the game of trades. Howie Roseman continues to win that game. I had to put him in a king's chair to make his Jester Jerry run around and laugh, because Jalen Phillips I would have taken for the pass rush production he gives you for a 2nd-round pick. Philly got him for a 3rd. Great move by Howie Roseman. They also went after Jair Alexander, I think, for a 6th or 7th. And if I believe, listen, is Trevon Diggs on IR, DeRon Bland playing not as well as he is because Micah Parsons not being there to give him that extra second in man coverage. Triquez Bridges and Kyrie Elam looking not it. I would have taken Jair Alexander too. That's another depth piece that I would have used on my team rather than a Logan Wilson. So the reason I got to give Howie Roseman Jimmy's jewels this week is because, once again, I believe this last offseason and this offseason, he just outdid everybody. Again, the Super Bowl contending team, the reigning Super Bowl champions, are making moves that I would have liked to make. You know what I mean? And so that just doesn't feel good, especially when it's our most hated division rival, the Philadelphia Eagles. So I had to give them a couple jewels. Quinnen Williams, Howie Roseman, they're out there doing good work. Hopefully Howie Roseman stops doing good work. It would be real nice to see when Jerry and Steven and some things change in this future of this team, steal Howie away from Philadelphia. When it goes bad there and they lose all their stuff and it's no longer a desirable place to be, and the Philly fans turn on them like they will because Philly fans suck, steal me some Howie Roseman, Jerry. If you're still kicking and screaming. Speaking of kicking and screaming, that's what I'm probably going to do for the rest of this season, because this team sucks. Yes, we had a trade, but it might have been too little too late. These trades are only going to help in the future. I don't think they're going to pull us out of a 3-5-1 rut. You've got a bye week. You've got Oakland coming up. If you win that game, you're 4-5-1, and then good luck, because the rest of this schedule is a nightmare. Speaking of nightmares, it's AM MaYhEm, and Jimmy's going back to sleep because this team, you feel me?